Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nabil. Let's take a question from this side.
Good evening, Dr. Zacharias and Dr. Nabil. It's a great honor to have you here tonight with us. For about 6 or 7 years now, me and my friends have been going out evangelizing in the streets. And I'm sorry to change gears here, but I'm in desperate need of your help tonight. We encounter a lot of groups on the streets, different religious groups, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, things like that. And one group we have a particular problem with sometimes in answering is Roman Catholicism. And so I went back to research Martin Luther and Charles Spurgeon and things like that, and they would call it a heresy. But when I fast forward to now, and I go and read The Kingdom of the Occults by Walter Martin, it's not in there. So my question to you is Roman Catholicism another example of how unity does not equal uniformity within the Christian community, or is it a derivative, or is it at its core a derivative from true Christianity?
Nabil did say he's
like
a Southern
saying,
Baptist.
just like saying, do you want to be axed or do you want to be hanged? You know.
I'm sorry, it's just that I've been left in the gray a lot.
I appreciate the question that you're raising. You know, it's interesting that when you grow up in a land of India where there are 330 million deities, you get a lot of questions like this as well. So let me just let me issue a disclaimer here briefly. We, as Christian apologists, basically defend the biblical worldview as we understand it, see it, and find it represented. We know there are many people who may have some doctrinal diversities and doctrinal differences from us, and we understand that. So you've obviously heard me address this in some way, because you use the very words I've sometimes used. Unity does not have to be uniformity, so something like that. Let me put it to you in these words without getting specific in the answer, and then issuing one or two comments after that. Number one, it is this. It doesn't really matter what label one puts on an empty bottle if the bottle is empty. Or if the bottle is mislabeled, then it is even very dangerous. The Bible reminds us who is a Christian. It is one who really confesses in his mouth and believes in his heart that Jesus Christ Lord and that Christ has raised him from the dead, and so on. When you get into this theological realm, there are many other additions that come in. So if you ask me, what does it take to be a follower of Jesus Christ? My answer may be very brief. If you say to me, what does it take to belong to a particular denomination? We may make it longer because the denomination may add its distinctives to find uniformity in that group. Then you may say, what does it take to teach in a theological institution? Now you have to be even more protracted in your answer, because as an instructor, you have to be theologically very correct, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. I know many people over there in Protestantism or Roman Catholicism who are truly followers of Jesus Christ.
I'll be right here loving you. I'll be right here.
honor him with your life, in your heart, and in your walk. And that's what you preach to others as well. God will be the ultimate judge of what groups went wrong in which direction. I have a hard enough time dictating whether my family has been right in every way, leave alone historic 500-600 years of denominations. So I'm not dodging the question. I'm just telling you it is wise to be careful and not tar everybody with the same brush in a particular group. The faith that you have in Christ is a personal one, and sometimes I know people who stay within groups in order to bring changes within that group where they see doctrinally they have deviated or gone astray from other belief systems. It is possible that a person may be a good Christian and a bad Roman Catholic. It can easily happen that way.
To draw another question from the Twitter stream, we had several